Alright, hello everyone. It's me, Peepom, and today we're doing something interesting. Something that I don't think I've ever done a video even remotely close to this on this account. Or on any of my accounts, really. But today we're going to talk about a fighting game that I am personally very excited for. And that is Hunter x Hunter Net Impact. I really like Hunter x Hunter, and I've been wanting a fighting game for it. Now, to get some things out of the way about it, no, at the time of making this, we do not know any of the gameplay. So, if I do release this video before any gameplay comes out, I'm going to upload another video afterwards, going through the list again and rearranging things, because this list is going to be based off a few different rules. And, I'm gonna go over those. So, we know that the game is made by Aiding, and Aiding has made games like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They made DNF Duel. Those are the two I really remember. I can't remember the name right now, but they're known for this one Naruto game, and, although it's not a 2D fighter, the gameplay is kind of like Tekken, but with slightly more, like, room to move. And I think that could totally work for it. But because of wishful thinking, and the fact that they made Marvel 3, which people really like, we're going to assume that because this game is 3v3, we're going to be assuming it's a 3v3 2D fighter. And we're just basically just going to assume the gameplay is just like Marvel's, where you pick 3 characters and you can swap them out, and the characters that are out can be used as assists. So, basically like fighters, but, less Dragon Ball-y, and just like Marvel vs. Capcom instead. So how I pick some characters and how I cut some out are going to be based on, do I think they would work in a 2D setting? Because there are some characters who are like, oh yeah, they cover, like, good, like they can cover lots of area, and they can hit, like, all around them. They can have lots of far-reaching projectiles. Stuff like that. But that wouldn't be as good in a 2D fighter. So with that established, let's get right into the list. So, let's go over these tiers. So we got confirmed, which is the characters who are confirmed to be in the game. Before I continue, let's just fill that tier out. Where are you? You, and you. So I'm gonna come back to Netero in a second, actually. Then there's Definitely, which is, they haven't been confirmed, but I genuinely believe that this character has to be in the game, or else it's just not a good Hunter x Hunter game. And the characters who I think are gonna be DLC, we're gonna go in like the probably tier. And then there's, so that's probably. Probably is, I can see them not putting it in, and then maybe releasing later as DLC. Or, I don't think I can 100% say they'll put this character in, but I would put this character in if I was making the roster, minus any of my biases. Then we have maybe DLC, which is a character I could not see them putting in the game at all, unless it's a post-launch DLC character. Then there's Possibly, which is, like, maybe this character could get into the game. I think it's possible that they could work, but there's no real reason to pick them. Unlikely is, they're really going to have to work to make this character make sense for the game. Or it's like, maybe they'll work, but they're nowhere near popular enough. And then there's Definitely Not, which is going to be for characters like Gon's Ant. There's going to be a lot of characters in Definitely Not. Now, for the first version of this video, I'm not going to be doing a super deep look into a bunch of these characters. This is going to be my initial list. So a lot of this will be taking characters I don't recognize and then just putting them in Definitely Not. So we got that established. I'm gonna note one more thing. So, given that we know these are the base roster characters, Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Leorio, all 4 of those make sense. It wouldn't make sense to not, like, include any of those characters. Hisoka? Yes, of course they're gonna put in Hisoka. I think it's neat that they made him one of the first revealed characters. And then there's Netero. Now, in the trailer, they showed Chimera Ant arc Netero. Not like, oh, Hunter Exam appearance Netero. No, it's him with, like, the shorter beard. Without the robe, he has, like, the shirt and the shorts on. Stuff like that. Which means that this game is going to cover characters from throughout the entire anime. At least. Now, the list I have here, if I scroll up, maybe I'll be able to see it. Hunter x Hunter, almost all anime characters tier list. So obviously, there are going to be some characters who aren't on this list, but that's going to be, like, characters that nobody really knows. So, them not being on this list isn't going to make a difference for our list. But with Netero, I feel more comfortable including certain characters on here, knowing that he was one of the first 6 revealed. When I was thinking about, like, when the concept for the game first got announced, like, oh, they're making a Hunter x Hunter fighting game. I was like, I wonder who will be in the game. Probably, of course, the only ones I could say for sure were, like, the main 5, and, someone who I'm going to get to. What I'm going to do, my format is going to be, I'm just going to go through this list and then just drag the characters one by one. But there's one character right off the bat I am going to immediately drag into definitely, because she is definitely going to be base roster in this game. Netero is somebody I thought maybe they'd put his, like, old appearance here. Like, Hunter Exam, when he his other appearances. I thought, oh yeah, they'll totally put this in the game as base, maybe. But I was thinking Chimera Ant Netero would probably be, like, post-launch DLC. Maybe would be, like, an unlockable character at the start. No, he's one of the first 6 characters in the game. Which means that there's another character I'm also going to drag to definitely knowing this. A character that I would have originally put as probably the first DLC. Or a second if Netero came first. So let's get those out of the way. Where are these 2? Okay. I'm actually gonna grab a third. Boom. Where is... There he is. Alright. Bisky, Kite, and Meruem. So, Bisky... Listen, Greed Island doesn't have a ton of super memorable characters, in my opinion. Bisky is one of the most, important Hunter x Hunter characters to come out of Greed Island. She is... I would say that she's a really popular character. People really like her from what I've seen, despite not liking Greed Island. They added Bisky to Jump Force before they added Meruem, so without a doubt, she's getting in the game. Then we have Kite. Kite is a super important Hunter x Hunter character. People love Kite. Now maybe I'm a little biased. This is the one biased pick I'm letting myself have. I think... okay, there might be another one later on. But Kite is a character I've been dying to have in any sort of fighting game, even an arena fighter. So I think he's definitely going to make it in here. And then we have Meruem. Meruem was in Jump Force. Now I know them being in Jump Force does not mean they're guaranteed, but that means they're an important enough Hunter x Hunter character. So we're gonna say any Hunter x Hunter character in Jump Force is gonna be definitely in here. So besides the confirmed one, that is Bisky and Meruem, and I'm also throwing in Kite, because Kite is definitely gonna be in this game. So let's start going through these characters here and seeing... let's see who we can... doing it right away. Okay, you. I can't name these characters. Tonpa. I'm putting Tonpa in unlikely. Here's the first, like, important, memorable face. I mean, besides, like, Gone's Ant. But, that we see, who isn't already confirmed. There is no reason for him to be a fighter. However, I'm putting him in unlikely and not definitely not, because I could see them adding him as a joke character. Especially if they want to increase the number of Hunter Exam characters. And then we have Big No. We got... Now, these 3 are the brothers. Yeah, get rid of them. Hanzo. Possibly. His name is Botaro. No. Any Hunter Exam fodder is getting... Definitely not. If they pass the Hunter Exam, they get a possibly. or above. So you, I can't remember your name. Dude, like you think he was the poison guy? This guy doesn't do shit. Alright, Ponzu. Now, Ponzu... Because Ponzu reappears in Chimera Ant. She's going in unlikely instead of definitely not. However, she's probably not going to get into this game. You could just make a case for her being in it. Pockle is going into maybe DLC. Because Pockle has some really interesting abilities that are barely touched upon. He has somewhat of a role in Chimera Ant, even though it's short-lived. And he's, like, shown to be, like, a decently important face in Hunter Exam. So, yeah. Congratulations, Pockle. Maybe you'll be DLC. I think that would be cool. He'd be, like, he's my most wanted, like, long-shot DLC pick. Pretty sure this is the dude with the monkey. What do you even do? Alright. These guys, anybody who, like, worked on the Hunter Exam, they are getting definitely not. None of these people fought. This guy didn't do anything. And I'm pretty sure this is the 5th of these guys. Like, congratulations, you did not do anything in the tower. You jumped at Tompa, and then he forfeited. This guy said he was going to fight, and then didn't. You are an announcer. I like you, though. Now, Illumi, definitely. It would be a huge missed opportunity to not include Illumi. He's a very important character. He shows up throughout in multiple arcs. Especially the election arc. And there's not a whole lot of characters that can pull from election, I don't think. At least not from my memory. So, he's going indefinitely. There's no way they don't put him in. He's like the second most notable Zoldyck, in my opinion. There's some other really notable ones who I think will be getting in, or at least have a shot. But Illumi is the only one besides Killua I can say is definitely going to get in. You are an announcer. You are an old man. Dude, who are these people? Alright. Miliki Zoldyck. Definitely not. This is like the first of the major faces I'm putting in definitely not. Because, like, what does he even do? What does she even do? Okay, I forget his name, but the butler, he shoots the coins. He's getting a possibly. I highly doubt it, though. Canary? Oh, definitely not. Oh, no, I don't mean to drag you, Kaluto. Kaluto may be DLC. I like Kaluto. I never see any Kaluto fans, so Kaluto, you're getting a win from me. Then we got Silva and Zeno, who I'm gonna put Silva in maybe. Zeno and maybe too. Because Zeno shows up again in Chimera Ant. We get to see them do a decent amount. Like, if I recall correctly, it's these two that fight Crollo. You're another announcer. Okay. Now, this is a controversial pick. Zushi. Actually, no. I'm mad at these two. Probably is not. Yeah, I forgot. So, yeah, they're going probably. Let's see. Zushi. Zushi is a controversial pick because he doesn't do a whole lot. He's just in Heaven's Arena. He's kind of in. He helps with the intro to Nen. I think he'd be a really interesting pick, though. Like, what's an example? Okay, yeah. Putting him in Hunter x Hunter would be like putting Yamcha in Dragon Ball FighterZ. They put Yamcha in Dragon Ball FighterZ. In fact, he was base roster. But Zushi isn't iconic enough to be base roster, so I think he could be a really funny DLC. Make him like DLC character number 3. Wing, I love you. What do you even do? Go to definitely not. That's mean. Not what does he even do. But he doesn't fight. Who even is this? Okay, then we have the Heaven's Arena trio. They're going in unlikely. Because obviously, yeah, they have their fights. But they're not going to work well in a 2D fighter. No, they could work as, like, assist characters, like Mortal Kombat cameos, but they're not doing that. We're assuming that's not going to be it. Every character you could pick is a fighter. We have Castro. I'm also putting Castro in unlikely, because we know he has a moveset and interesting abilities, but he kind of just gets packed up by Hisoka, however you pronounce it. So we'll just leave him there. Who is this? Definitely not. Crollo. Probably. Now, Crollo is weird I don't know how exactly he'd work. But it's Chrollo. They're gonna put Chrollo in. Nobunaga, because we need Phantom Troop members, I'm gonna say Nobunaga is a definitely. And I'm also going to say that Phaeton is a definitely. Now, this was my other... Phaeton... He was my other biased definitely pick. But, like, be real. Be real. Why wouldn't they put in Phaeton? Maybe they'll make him DLC. He's definitely going to be in the game, though. Machi, you are a healer. And we already agreed no assist characters, so bye-bye. Finks, probably. I could see them doing it. But he also is, like, really gimmicky. Like, he does the one thing. Shalnark. Possibly. Like, how do I put this? His powers are limited. Now, if maybe, what could be interesting is if they make him a puppet character and he, like, uses another member of the Phantom Troop as the puppet. And he has an ability or something where he, like, does the Super Saiyan thing or whatever. But really, he's weird. I don't see him really being in the game. Maybe DLC, but that's a stretch. So he's staying there. Franklin. Maybe DLC. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he's just in York now. Here's the thing. This is why I don't know if they'd really put him in. Because he is big. He would be, like, great. He has the perfect, like, grappler type. But, like, he'd be a zoner. So I don't know how he would realistically work outside of, like, an arena fighter. Now, Shizuku, probably. Shizuku is really popular. You could definitely make a case for her being in the game. We're gonna put her in probably. Pakunoda, possibly. Just because she's not going in unlikely, because she definitely does some stuff that could turn her into, like, a zoner. But realistically, are they gonna put in Pakunoda? Are they gonna put the entire Phantom Troop in this game? No. But Nolanov, also gonna put him in possibly, because I don't really... Like, obviously, there is a way he could work, but I don't know. He's not as iconic as some of the other ones, so I don't see him being in the game 100%. I could see him being in, like, a sequel, though. Uvogin. Now, Uvogin does he has, like, 2 fights, wins 1, then gets packed up by Kurapika to show just how busted Kurapika is. We're putting him in probably because this game needs a grappler. And, let's be real, who else is gonna be a grappler? A Kurapika? Maybe? Because the chains. But realistically, I see Kurapika being, like, a faux zoner. Like, uses the chains, kind of like Bridget has her yo-yo attacks. I think that's how that's gonna work for Kurapika. Krotopi, definitely not. Kurapika's teacher guy, no. All the bodyguards are going in, definitely not. And unfortunately, that includes Melody. Same with Psychic Kid and her dad, and I don't remember who these people are. Same with the guy who, like, helps them find the antiques. Same with these guys, who are literally just Uvogin fodder. Okay, I don't remember who... Oh, I think... Is he, like, the butler guy who sells them Green Island? Whatever. We've got... I don't remember what Sisgara does. So I'll put him in definitely not. Actually, we'll put him in unlikely, just because he's one of the only other notable named characters I can think of. I don't recognize these people, so we're gonna say... I recognize him, so definitely not. No. Basically, if they worked on Greed Island, they're not going in the game. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. Kenthuru is going in probably. Maybe he could be a grappler of sorts. But, he's an iconic Greed Island character. If these, like, right here, or the few others, are going to be the base roster, that's a decent size. So we're fine with that. Don't remember you. I don't remember you. I don't remember you. Razor, you're going in possibly. We're actually going to go in maybe DLC. Because if we kind of limit it to, like, one character from each arc, like, think about it. We've actually got, like, a solid first wave of DLC characters right here. Assuming that none of these other characters end up being DLC. Let's go through some more. No, I'm pretty sure some of these characters are just NPCs. Not you. Not you. Alright, so we're finally through the island. Now we're on to... We're gonna get soon to a part that's significantly harder. Chimera Ant Queen, no. And Wing's entire novice group, you are going in no. Because what do these people do? Pretty sure these are the kids that get turned into Chimera Ants and their mom, I think. Colt, unlikely. He's iconic, but it's unlikely. Fuck this penguin guy. Fuck this guy. A lot of the Chimera Ants are going to go in definitely not. What I'm going to do first is go through all the ones I like don't recognize and then just drop them in definitely not. Komugi! Okay, listen, Komugi is going in definitely not. It pains me. I could only see Komugi appearing in one of Meruem's, like, attacks or something. What? Okay, Ant's kite, you don't do shit, so you're not getting in the game. Nope. Okay. Sorry if they do anything, I just don't remember. All the Zodiacs are going in definitely not. Oh, bye. We're gonna hang off and Jing. Aluka, no. Aluka's not gonna be a fighter in the game. I don't know who this is. Who is this? No. Not you. Not you. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Okay. I don't remember who this last character is. Let me just go more so I can... I'm just making sure. Yeah, this... I don't remember who this is. I could look it up. I quickly, like, skimmed over her abilities. No, fuck her. She's not going in the game. You know what? No. We're putting her next to Subordinate. Subordinate is unlikely. Subordinate, yeah, Subonate's not getting in this game. Probably not. There's a case for her, but probably not. And Amane would have to be with her. That's it. So now we're left with Chimera Ants, Chimera Ant characters, and Jing freaks. Jing, you're possibly. We don't see him do a whole lot, but we know that he's, like, one of the greatest hunters of all time. So we'll say, hey, maybe you can get in the game, Jing. Palm. Unlikely. Sorry, Palm. Same with Ikalgo. Like, they do stuff. Maybe if anything, Ikalgo could be a puppet character, piloting this. What does it even do? I don't even remember what you do. I just remember that Ikalgo uses their body to do something. Yeah. Okay, nope. No, sorry. I love this guy. So Melioron, I'm sorry, Melioron. Definitely not getting to this game, because he turns invisible. I also looked at another page real quick, and... Leo, I remember him being important. He fights Knuckle at one point. Not Knuckle. Morel. So goodbye, you. Ramot. I thought Ramot was, like, more important, but I guess not. Okay, Wilfine is gonna go in unlikely. Okay, possibly. He'd be very odd, because he has the ability to, like, shoot the missiles at people that plant the centipedes or whatever in their head. So, you know, I could see that being, like, used, but I don't know if that would actually be put into the game. Okay. Cheetu goes fast. Possibly. I could see him being an interesting rushdown character. And they... You know what? Actually, I'm not going to put him in probably right away. I'm going to put him in maybe DLC. We're going to move Kaluto over because... he could be in... We'll include him as, like, not the election rep. We'll just say there could be 2 Chimera Ant DLC characters. Not going to work in a fighting game. You are unlikely, Zazan. Although, honestly, I want to move her to possibly just because, like, she would probably sell, but she's not going to sell because of Neferpito. Let's put Neferpito indefinitely. The people love the cat girl. Cat boy, cat they, them. I like Pito. I mean, fuck Pito. But I like Pito, so... That's not a biased pick, though. Pito was definitely making it in the game. Shiapoof. Possibly. Because the Royal Guard, and I also see Yuppie going in possibly. I think Yuppie is a significantly better choice than Shiapoof, but it would feel weird to put in just one, and if you put in two of them, you gotta put in all three. Of course, Neferpito makes the most sense. Neferpito could also be the game's puppet character now that I think about it. But at the same time, like... I don't know. It appears I made a mistake when talking about characters. This guy, let me make sure the camera's on him. Yeah, that guy. This guy right here is not the fifth guy. From this series of things. He is the guy who attacks Hisoka during the tower, who then immediately gets killed by him. So either way, fodder. Nav is cool. Possibly. Morel and Knuckle, congratulations. I think they're definitely going to be in the game. And if they're not base roster, they're DLC. That leaves Shoot, who I'm going to throw in definitely as well, actually. Okay. So, with all the characters I think are definitely going to be in the game, combined with the confirmed characters, we have a total roster of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 characters. Now, 16 characters base roster for this game, I don't think is anything to bat an eye at. If we wanted to increase it to 20, we'll also throw in Crollo. Yeah. Crollo, Uvo, Genthru, and then one more, we're gonna go with Yuppie. Actually, I was gonna replace Yuppie with, like, Chitu or something. With that, go with that. The thing is, these aren't a very interesting roster of DLC characters. So what I could see them doing is, okay, remove Franklin. Move Franklin down to possibly, and then this could be like our wave 1 of DLC. This could be our wave 2 of DLC. Or maybe mix them up a little bit. But for now, we're gonna just move these back here. And there we go. That's all I gotta say. Just to go over this again really quickly. Confirmed already. These 6. Cool. Definitely, we got... I can't even see it, sorry. Definitely we got Bisky, Kite, Meruem, Illumi, Nobunaga, Phaeton, Neferpito, Morel, Knuckle, and Shoot. With the probably, we got Silva, Zeno, Finks, Shizuku, Shiapoof, Crollo, Genthru, Yuppie, and Uvo. With the characters I think really have a shot at being, if they're going to be in the game, they're going to be DLC, but they have a solid chance. It's Pakal, Zushi, Franklin, Razor, Chitu, and Kaluto. Characters that I think are possible, but not likely. We got Hanzo, Goto, Shalnark, Pakunoda, Banolanov, Jing, Welfine, and Nav. Characters that I really don't think are going to get into the game but have a chance. We got Tompa, Ponzu, the Heavens Arena guys, whose name I don't care enough to remember, Castro, Cisgera, Colt, Subone, Amane, Palm, Ikalgo, Flutter, Lael, and Zazan. And then all these other characters have like 0 shot of being in the game. If they put any of these in the game, I'm gonna be genuinely surprised, but I really don't think they're making it in. I plan to update this as more characters get revealed for the game. But, yeah, that's all I got. I've got 45 minutes of footage to edit through. But, yeah, that's that.